Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We're glad that you're here. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are the Science and Technology Channel.
Yeah, and today we are talking about a really interesting topic about limb regrowth. This is really fascinating and cool. And I guess they've been having some pretty good success on creatures. So let's get into it.
A cross-species study has identified key genes that govern regeneration, revealing a potential path toward inducing limb regrowth in humans. Scott, I've seen this done before. Darth Vader, in a Bacta tank, didn't have his equipment, got attacked, and through the dark side of the Force, regrew limbs and fought the attackers. True story.
I must have missed that one.
Scientists studying the shared gene in three very different animals, axolotls, mice, and zebrafish, have uncovered a possible path toward a future gene therapy that could help humans regrow lost limbs. The findings were published on April 14, 2026 in the PNAS, which is the National Academy of Sciences, publication of the National Academy of Sciences. Would you like to know more?
Okay, here's a quote. This significant research brought together 3 labs working across 3 organisms to compare regeneration. And that's according to Wake Forest Assistant Professor of Biology, Josh Curry, whose lab focuses on the Mexican, how did you pronounce that? Axolotl salamander. It showed us that there are universal unifying genetic programs that are driving regeneration in very different types of organisms, salamanders, zebrafish, and mice. The study also involved David A. Brown, a Duke University plastic surgeon who studies digit regrowth in mice, and David D. Poss of the University of Wisconsin-Madison, who researches fin regeneration in zebrafish. Interesting.
I did not know mice could regrow digits. And
I guess with the help of this guy, David A. Brown, I guess they are. So that's pretty
cool. Who's the lab tech that cuts off the digit? That is just insane.
Yeah, or how do you sew it back on? Well, I guess it's not so regrowth. So,
yeah, they're going to grow it back.
Yeah, fascinating.
Globally, more than 1 million amputations occur each year due to conditions such as diabetes, traumatic injuries, cancer, and infections, according to Global Burden of Disease data. This number is expected to increase as the population ages and diabetes becomes more common.
In response, the researchers are exploring options that go beyond prosthetics, aiming to restore the sensory and motor functions of natural limbs. Their work points to a group of genes known as SP genes, which appear to play a central role in the regeneration and are shared across mice, zebrafish, and axolotls. Axolotls?
Yep.
Okay.
Each of the 3 animals were selected for its unique regenerative abilities. Axolotls can regrow entire limbs as well as tails that include the spinal cord and parts of organs such as the heart, brain, liver, lungs, and jaw.
Wow. Zebrafish are another powerful model. Their tail fins regrow quickly and can do so repeatedly without losing ability. This can also regenerate the heart, spinal cord, brain, retinas, kidneys, and pancreas. Wow.
How do they know this? Okay. Mice, which are more closely related to humans, especially humanized mice, can regenerate the tips of their digits. Humans share a similar ability as fingertips can regrow if the nail bed remains intact, allowing skin, bone, and soft tissue to return.
Curie explained that researchers found that regenerating epidermis, or skin, in all 3 species produces 2 key genes, SP6 and SP8. I wonder what happened to SP7. Okay. Then they investigated how these genes function. Biology PhD student Tim Curtis Jr. contributed to the work in Curie's lab, along with the undergraduate Elena Singer-Freeman, a Goldwater Scholar and 2025 Wake Forest Biochemistry and Molecular Biology graduate. Wow.
In salamanders, SP8 is essential for limb regrowth using CRISPR, C-R-I-S-P-R, gene editing. Curie's team removed SP8 from the axolotl genome. Without it, the animals failed to properly regenerate limb bones. Mice missing both SP6 and SP8 showed similar defects in digit regrowth.
Building on these results, Brown's lab used a regeneration-related enhancer identified in zebrafish to create a viral gene therapy. The treatment delivers FGF8, a molecule normally activated by SP8, to promote bone regrowth in mouse digits. This approach partially restored regenerative ability even when the original SP genes were absent. Wow.
While humans do not naturally have this level of regenerative capacity, the findings suggest that it may one day be possible to mimic these genetic pathways. Quote, we can use this as a kind of proof of principle that we might be able to deliver therapies to substitute for this regenerative style of epidermis in regrowing tissues in humans, Curie explained.
Much more research is needed before such techniques could be applied to human limbs. Still, Curie described the study as an important step towards therapies that could restore limbs lost to injury or disease. Quote, scientists are pursuing many solutions for replacing limbs, including bioengineered scaffolds and stem cell therapies. That's according to Curie. Going on with the quote, the gene therapy approached in this study is a new avenue that can complement and potentially augment what will surely be a multidisciplinary solution to one-day regenerate human limbs. That's just amazing.
Yeah. He added that collaboration across different research fields played a key role in the project's success. Quote, many times scientists work in their silos. We're just working in axolotl, or we're just working in mouse, or just working in fish, Curie said. A real standout feature of this research is that we can work across all these different organisms. That's really powerful, and it's something that I hope we'll see more of in the field.
So have you ever known anybody that's had a digit or something cut off, like a finger or a toe, and they what do they tell you? The first thing you need to do is you need to keep it moist and cold and get to a hospital as quickly as possible if you want to have any possibility. Yeah. Now we'll just give you something and it'll regrow. That's amazing.
Let me ask you this, Scott. What if you did that? What if you like amputated below your knee, and then you, like you said, kept it cold, and then you put it back on with a 1/4 inch gap or an 1/8 inch gap in order to grow, get taller?
Are you making a short joke? Is that what you're trying to do here?
No. I'm just saying. I wonder if this could be applied that way. Make taller, bigger soldiers.
I don't know. Or just how about just splicing in a section? They do skin grafts. Why couldn't you just splice in a section of above the ankle or whatever? And I don't know. This is weird stuff. This is.
You think it's the dark side of the force, dark arts, dark magic?
I don't know. It's kind of on the verge of messing with Mother Nature or creation or whatever. But this is pretty cool. And there's a lot of people that like they just said, right? There's lots of amputees and diseases and stuff where people lose limbs and lose digits, and this would just be game changing. I don't know
if they can crack the code. But where do you draw the line ethically in this genetic manipulation? Where does it stop?
That's true.
Superhumans, faster, smarter, better. You end up having a con, like in Star Trek.
I would say now you're into robotics and which they already do that. Right? They already do that. People are running when they have no legs. That one guy that got in trouble for killing his girlfriend, but he was
Pistorius.
Yeah, he was a sprinter. And he had those fins.
Call him the Blade Runner.
The Blade Runner, yeah. That's just fascinating that they can do that. So, I can barely stand up on my own feet, let alone, bionic feet. I don't know. It's pretty cool, but you're right. It's on the verge of mocking creation, and that's kind of crazy. So, but anyway, good story.
Yep. We'll
See you
catch
this
you in the
afternoon.
afternoon.
Thanks, everyone.